What is up, bros and broettes? I'm InkSlasher44, and it has been 2 months since Call of Duty Black Ops 3 has come out, and I think it is time to give you my overall opinion or review, kind of what I think of the multiplayer now that the honeymoon phase is over. Now, what is the honeymoon phase? The honeymoon phase is basically when a game first comes out, there's all this new stuff to do, and all of the dopamine and melatonin and all that stuff receptors in your brain are just going off, and the thing with that is it kind of clouds your judgment to how good a game is, and it kind of screws with your thinking because it's just going to make you think everything's great, and in reality it may not be. And through this video I'm going to show you lots of good things I think about Black Ops 3 and some bad things as well. We're going to get to the bad things at the end of the video, but we're going to go through everything here. And I think by the end of this video, you'll have a pretty good idea where Call of Duty Black Ops 3 stands in my mind, and I want to hear what it stands for in your mind. I want to see what you think of Black Ops 3, like I said, now that the honeymoon phase is over. So leave that in the comment section below. Let me know what you think. Give me, literally leave me a paragraph. I want to read your paragraphs. I want to hear what you think about every aspect of the game, as it would really help me out in making videos. So the first thing I'd like to talk about is there is so much to do in this game compared to other Call of Duty games. There's 2 other Call of Duty games where I've felt this before. Call of Duty Black Ops 2 and Modern Warfare 2. In Modern Warfare 2, I remember back in that time going for like kill streak challenges, be like, oh, I need 3 more nukes and then I get the exploding nuke emblem and all of this stuff. In this game, it's like I can go for the dark matter camo, I can go for the hero specialist gear, I can go for this, I can go for that, I can go for dark ops challenges. There is just an immense amount of things to do, and I work 40 hours a week at a job and then I come home and make videos. There's just not enough time in the day for me to play this game as much as I want to, because trust me, I constantly want to play this game and I just don't have enough time to, and that sucks, but at the same time that's an awesome feeling, and I haven't felt that about a Call of Duty game in a really long time. Now the next thing we can talk about is weapons, guns, probably the most important thing in a first-person shooter, and this game does a pretty damn good job. If weapons aren't balanced properly, it can literally ruin the game. If we look at a game like Advanced Warfare, one of the worst things about that game is there were 2 weapons that stood far and beyond the rest, the BAL and the ASM-1, and that really ruined the game because you're already at a disadvantage when using any other weapon in the game. And don't get me wrong, there are some power weapons in Black Ops 3. There's weapons that stand up above the rest, but they're not overly good. You're not at a disadvantage when using other weapons. If you are a good player, you can pretty much pick any gun you want and do very good with them, and that's the way a Call of Duty game should be, and I give Treyarch a huge thumbs up for that, because we have a series on this channel called Versus, and it's where we put multiple guns up head to head against each other, and different guns are winning every week. Whereas if we look at back in Advanced Warfare, it was literally the BAL or ASM-1 winning every single week, and that's not cool. That ruins the game. Now, next thing there is to talk about is score streaks, and score streaks are one of the things that are most important in Call of Duty games, because they're one of the things that screw with your reward complex as you're playing the game. It's like, I'm getting score streaks, I'm doing good. I get another score streak, I'm doing better. Oh, the score streak's getting me more kills, I'm doing even better. So score streaks are incredibly important, and I think they're one of the only things, of 2 things actually, that we're going to talk about that are a little bit off in this game. Not wrong, just a little bit off. And what I mean by this is I really do strongly believe score streaks are either a little bit too hard to get in this game, or 2, they need to somehow make them stronger, and not like Modern Warfare 2 strong, but better, just better in some way, because I find that for the amount of work it takes to get them, they're not getting you enough kills. Now, there is some pretty good score streaks, but those ones are just too hard to get. They cost so much score that it takes too many games to get them, or too long to get them, or by the time you get them, the game's over. Like, I feel like they should either make every score streak 50 to 100 score lower, or just make them better. One of the 2, and that would fix my problem or complaint with it 100%. Now, aside from that, the next thing we can talk about is perks. Perks are the worst thing in this game. Hands down, the worst thing. What they tried to do in this game, they talked about it as soon as they started announcing things about multiplayer, is they wanted no crutch perks. Well, if you look at every single class I use in Black Ops 3, I use Sixth Sense, Ghost, Fast Hands, and Blast Suppressor on every single class. It never changes, and every single perk I use, in my opinion, is a crutch perk, and that sucks. And This is, I think, not weapon balance, not any of this. I think perks are the hardest thing to get right in Call of Duty, because if we look past through Call of Duty history, there has always been a perk that is a crutch perk. There's always been a stopping power. There's always been a blast suppressor. There's always been a toughness, something you have to have on every single class or you're at a disadvantage. In this game, I think there is, in every perk section, there is a crutch perk, and that sucks. But at the same time, it levels the playing field a little bit because pretty much everyone uses those perks. Now, getting on a lighter note, Specialists. Specialists are the newest and, in my opinion, the best thing added into Black Ops 3. Now, the thing that this adds is just more and more depth. And we talked about this earlier. There is just so much to do in this game, and this adds to it. Because if we really look at it, Specialists don't just add a weapon and an ability. It also adds more challenges, it adds more unlocks, and then it adds an overall unlock of the hero specialist gear. And that is just phenomenal. That adds so much gameplay time to this game that they wouldn't have if they just didn't put specialists into it. Also, it adds fun. It adds fun to the game that I really haven't seen since Modern Warfare 2. And I think the funnest isn't a word. The most fun, actually it is, but you have to use it properly, and I wasn't using it properly. But that's beside the point. The most fun thing about Modern Warfare 2 was getting nukes. And no game has had that since then. So in this game, I think the most fun thing is getting specialist kills. And I don't know what it is, but it's just so rewarding when you have a scythe and get like a 6-man feed with it, or you have an annihilator and just boom, 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 there's 5 kills or something like that. That is so rewarding, and I'm really glad that they put this into game. Now, the next most controversial thing in this is the movement mechanics. So in Black Ops 3, I think the movement mechanics are done perfect. Now, this being said, I don't necessarily want these movement mechanics in every single Call of Duty game. I think they work great in this Treyarch game, but not necessarily in every Call of Duty game. But like I said, love them in this game, and this kind of ties into the next thing, the maps in this game. A lot of people complain about the maps in Black Ops 3, but I think they're the right size. I just think the problem with them is a lot of people complain that there's too many power positions, but I don't think that's the case because you can counter power positions with movement. I think the problem with them is there isn't enough open maps. If you look through Call of Duty history, some of the favorite maps, like if you look at Modern Warfare 2, there's Wasteland. There's always these wide open maps that people really, really enjoy. Really, in this game, there is none wide open maps. And another problem with the maps is you play Combine over and over and over and over. It's like Nuketown 24/7 constantly. They might as well just call Team Deathmatch playlist Combine 24/7. So that's a problem they need to fix. But overall, I think the maps are done very well, and there shouldn't be too many people complaining about them. Now, the next thing is supply drops. Now, this is a big one because people loved supply drops in Advanced Warfare, but that's because getting things in supply drops in Advanced Warfare gave you an advantage over other players. And that's pay to win. That's pay to win, textbook pay to win. And in this game, when you get a camo, when you get this, when you get that, it's just aesthetic. It's something to make you look cooler in the game, or something to change a gesture in the game, or something like that. There is no real-life comparison to the things you get. The real-life comparison in Advanced Warfare is you are better at the game. The real-life comparison in Hearthstone is you are better at the game. The real-life comparison in Counter-Strike Go is you basically open a monetary reward when you open a case, because you can win like a $10,000 knife when you open a case in Counter-Strike Go. In this game, you're just winning an in-game aesthetic. It doesn't really give you anything. Now, if they were to add into the game something like an in-game marketplace, a trading system, a way to buy certain camos to make camos worth a certain amount of money, that would be completely different and add a whole nother thing to Call of Duty. And Infinity Ward, if you're listening to this, that is what you need to do with the next game. Just make a better version of like something like Modern Warfare 2, with less glitches, and put in an awesome reward system to supply drops. You will do fantastic, I promise you. Now, we're going to get into the bad things, and there's very few bad things. I think most of the things in this game are great. There is so much depth to this game, there is so much gameplay you can put into this game, and there is a player advantage. And what I mean by that is the better players generally win the better gunfights. There's certain times, like if someone is using gravity spikes and you run into a room, there's not much you can do. But overall, the better player is going to come out on top most of the time. Now, The first problem I have is super simple. Sometimes when I'm in a game and I don't know whether it's lag, I don't know what it is, but I'll run into a room and my screen will start bouncing up and down and up and down. And I have no idea why on earth it does that, but it does. And that needs to stop, and it lasts about 30 seconds, and I need to stand still and hide in a corner until it stops. It's just annoying. Let me know in the comment section if any of you have experienced that before, but I do all the time. Now, the next and probably the biggest bad thing about this game is scrub-based matchmaking. Now, a lot of people have talked about this, and I may make another video about it, but what it is you get into a game lobby, you go like nice and even. You're an alright player, you're helping out the team, but everyone else on your team is 1-27, 5-32, 6-54, and you're like, what the hell were you jerking off with one hand while playing the game? Like, what is wrong with you? Like, I don't know why, but it seems like this happens a lot. And if you follow me on Twitter, every once in a while I'll tweet out a picture of the final game lobby and the players I play with. And the reason why I'm going even in the game isn't because I played bad. It's because the other team constantly had kill streaks up because my team was running at the other team in swarms and giving them score streaks, and then the score streaks kill me. And that's super, super annoying. People who say there is skill-based matchmaking in this game, there isn't. There's this weird scrub-based matchmaking, and it's painful to play with. And I know this because the count I normally play on, I have just a 1.5 KD or something like that. Let's say that. I have another account where I play and I have a much higher KD, but this one I use so that when I do best class setups for guns like the Locust and stuff like that, I don't have to worry about my kill death. I can try out different things and I don't have to worry about losing my kill death or losing my win-loss. And in these, where my kill death really isn't that good, I'm getting matched with these players who are getting 1 kill and 50 deaths a game. And that's not skill-based matchmaking, that's scrub-based matchmaking, and I hate that, and something needs to be fixed about it. I don't know if they somehow need to implement a weaker version of skill-based matchmaking, but it's horrible and it needs to be fixed. That is really the only thing I can say about Black Ops 3, that 100% of the time needs to be fixed. Now, one other small problem I have is joining friends lobbies. Friends lobbies, every once in a while I have a couple friends that just won't let me join their lobby. We have to join through another friend, and that's just annoying. I don't know whether that's the PSN servers or the Black Ops 3 servers, but I would love that to be fixed, just making playing with my friends a little bit easier. Now, overall, Black Ops 3 at this point, there is so much more for me to do in the game, and that keeps me playing the game, and that's all I can ask for in a Call of Duty game. It's awesome, there's so much depth, there's just a few things that can be fixed, and I hope this video can point all of those out. I wasn't trying to be negative by any means, I was just being honest, and overall, this is one of my favorite Call of Duty games. It's up there with Modern Warfare 2, it's up there with World at War and Call of Duty 4, it's up there with Black Ops 2. And I love that. I love having a Call of Duty game I can rely on to play and just have fun. So, Treyarch, I can just simply say, thank you for getting this game past the honeymoon phase, and thank you for letting me love this game as much as I do. So, thanks for watching, guys. If you enjoyed, hit that like button. Let me know what you think. What do you think of Black Ops 3? Do you like it? Do you hate it? I want paragraphs in the comment section below telling me what you like and dislike about Black Ops 3. So, check me out on Twitter, link in the description. If you have any questions, comments, and concerns, anything like that, Twitter is the place to do so. I try to answer every single tweet I get on Twitter, so if you tweet at me, you'll probably get a response. And subscribe for new Call of Duty videos every single day, except for Sundays, because I work 40 hours a week and try to put out a Call of Duty video every single day. I need a day to sleep, or else I get really, really tired. But thanks for watching, guys. Hope you enjoyed, and until next time, peace out!